keep a great attitude. Your attitude in the interview is a reflection of who you are in the aircraft. If you come with attitude, they don't want to sit next to you. They don't want anybody else to have to be sitting next to you either.
Most pilots don't understand what career opportunities are available in the world of aviation. They're making career decisions based on advice from friends or posts on internet forums, meaning they are taking huge risks with their livelihood without having all the details. This podcast was created to help you understand the aviation industry so you can find your dream job. Let's get ready for Pushback. Here's your host and my dad, Nick Fialka.
All right, what is up? How's it going, pilot? It's your boy, Nick Fialka here. I hope you're having an awesome day. And today's episode is a little different because it's not a super cool episode. It is tough love. It is me putting on my, hey, listen up, son, listen up, daughter, listen, everybody. I got a phone call the other day. I want everybody to know that we live in a super small community. We work in a super small community. There may be thousands of pilots, but our aviation community is really, really small. And I am in a privileged position to be able to have conversations and to be friends with leaders of this industry all across the spectrum, people that do a lot of different stuff. And now that I'm doing the podcast, they'll reach out to me and they'll give me little tidbits of information here and there. And it's a really great place to be. I'm really thankful for it. I feel undeserving and I really appreciate it. But the other day, I got a phone call. My phone rang and it was a director of recruiting from an airline. And he was super upset. And he was beside himself because of people blowing off job interviews, like not showing up to interviews when they go through a lot of effort to get you somewhere and schedule you, and then you don't show up. They're out of money, people. Like, yeah, this is something they organize and schedule and they have a budget for it and everything else, but it's not that it's free. Like if you're going to fly somewhere, the seat that you would have taken up where you didn't check in, like that's revenue lost, right? So blowing off a job interview or wearing casual clothes to the interview and having a feeling of entitlement. He had one guy say that it didn't matter what he wore because they needed pilots, and it's unsat. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. All right. I need you guys to know that you are a representative of the greater community and your reputation will follow you for the entire time that you are in aviation. You think it's over once you get your job, but man, that will follow you. It is a big deal, and you guys have to be careful. Do what your mom and dad taught you. Like, be a good person. Treat them like you would your grandparents, all right? Like, be responsible. It's it. It's easy. It's super duper easy. Bad attitudes, casual clothes, not showing up for interviews. Like, if you're not going to interview at some place, let them know. Give them a heads up. It's that easy. Send an email. Hey, I really appreciate you guys taking an interest in me. Unfortunately, I've decided to go somewhere else, but thank you so much for the opportunity. Send. It's that easy. If you are going to show up, put your A game on. Be ready. I don't care if it is a major airline or a regional or a 135, some business operator, whatever it is, dress for the job you want. Dress to impress. At least get a chance to wear those clothes you never get to wear. I mean, shine your shoes. Who doesn't like to shine their shoes? It's a good thing. I want you guys to be successful. These recruiters and these hiring managers, they all know each other. They've all worked together for decades. A lot of them have worked at the same companies together. They've known each other. They go to the conventions. Everybody goes to conventions. Like, that's their hangout, to see their buddies. I know when I go to the convention, I mean, it's a joy to see the people that I know that I'd never get to see. You know, I see them like once a quarter. It's super fun. Go out, have some drinks, smoke some cigars. And it's a little community. We're like a little roving band of people looking to get people hired, get jobs. And if you're a person who rolls in and is just the worst, like you're going to be one of the stories when I'm drinking my Macallan and I've got my Tatuaje in my hand and I'm sitting there smoking with somebody else, they're going to tell me that story. Let me tell you about this guy that didn't show up, or this guy that, and they'll say your name. And then the other hiring managers be like, that guy, I know that guy from this and that guy. Oh, well, really? That guy's coming to interview with me in a couple weeks. Guess I know what to do now. And you'll be blacklisted. You've got to be careful. You are owed nothing. You are owed nothing. And it is up to you to show how much you want it. If you have been flying as a CFI and somebody has a job that's going to make you a millionaire, you best be to get that job. Do all the right things. Be the best person your parents taught you how to be. It is that important. If you're 22 years old, you're going to make $10 million in your career. $10 million. If you're 40, you're going to make like $6 million. That's a lot of money. Do you make that money somewhere else? Are you making that money? Wherever? If you're at PricewaterhouseCooper, you're close to be making that money. You're never going to see your family. You want to work 12 days a month. You want to work 8 days a month. You want to work 3 days a month. This is the job. And you need to, from the very beginning, when you're interviewing for that CFI spot, go dress yourself up, be a professional. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're moving on. You got 500 hours. You're going to get that job at a cool company in Alaska, like Raven or Connect or, any 135 operator or freight or pipelines or whatever. That is where you put on your suit and you step forward, because that, if the music stops tomorrow and you didn't get that job, but you had another one 3 days from now, that one's not showing up. It is up to you. It is up to you. So let's go. Keep a great attitude. Your attitude in the interview is a reflection of who you are in the aircraft. If you come with attitude, they don't want to sit next to you. They don't want to make you sit next to, they don't want anybody else to have to be sitting next to you either. A bad attitude, poor etiquette, it leaves a mark on the community. It leaves a mark about you. It doesn't matter if you're military. It doesn't matter if you're civilian. It doesn't matter if you were an astronaut. It doesn't matter if you were a Thunderbird. It doesn't matter if you landed on the Hudson River and saved 200 people. What does matter is that your reputation follows you. And I want you to have the best experience and the best reputation, because your parents should be proud of you. Your spouse should be proud of you. Your children should be proud of you. And you should be proud of your job. And you should be proud of what you have to offer. And you should be proud of everything that you've accomplished. So take that pride and put your best foot forward. That's all they want. They want to know who you are. I want to know who you are. It's a big lesson that you should keep it in check. You should be focused, and you should treat every single event like it's the Super Bowl. You should actually train like Alabama. Focus on interviewing and getting jobs like Alabama focuses on moving the football. Every time you step forward, pretend that there is no other thing in the world more important than what is at hand. So that being said, if you need help with it, give a shout. I'll help you out over at Spitfire. We got you. If you want to know a way to gracefully bow out, or if you don't want to show up for an interview for one reason or another, it is okay. It's all right. You get yourself out there, you do what's right for you, but you be responsible about it. You can be polite and still not give somebody what they want. That's what I tell my kids. Our family, we have the Fialka family motto. You can ask any of my kids, except for the baby. He doesn't speak English yet. He still speaks baby. Just whines all the time. But Fialka family motto: kind, helpful, respectful. I've got it inside my wallet. If you ever see me, ask to look inside my wallet. It is embossed right inside my wallet. Kind, helpful, respectful. And that's who you should be in your interview. Kind, helpful, respectful. On the way to the airport, kind, helpful, respectful. In the airport, kind, helpful, respectful. Talking to the gate agent, kind, helpful, respectful. Talking to the flight attendants, talking to the captain, talking to the first officer, kind, helpful, respectful. Talking to the rampers, the caterers, the guy cleaning the lab, the guy dumping the lab, kind, helpful, respectful. That's who you are, and you're a reflection of the people that formed you. So go on. Go out there, be kind, be helpful, be respectful, put your best foot forward and crush your interviews. It's going to be awesome. It's the best job ever. So let's get out there. Next time, we'll talk about something else cool, and it's going to be great. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Hey, before I let you go, I need to mention one thing because a lot of people are asking me, can you do anything? Can you help me with this? And the answer is yes. At Spitfire Elite, we will make more millionaires this year than Major League Baseball will make in the next 5 years. Our company actually does this. It's called Spitfire Elite Interview Consulting. And you can find us over at spitfireelite.com. Our clients, they call us the easy button for interview prep because everything you need to crush your interview is there in one spot. Whether it's application review or interview prep, all of it is covered. We've helped thousands of clients who are now flying at their dream jobs because our coaches gave them the one-on-one feedback that they needed to succeed on the biggest day of their life. The best part of Spitfire is our community. All Spitfire clients will get access to our private chats where they can work with each other and they can work with our coaches and get the latest information on all the airlines. If you'd like to make sure that you are 100% ready to go on your big day, there is only one choice. Everything you need is in one place, and I think it's pretty affordable. You'll have to take a look for yourself. Just go over to spitfireelite.com and check us out. Use the coupon code podcast and it'll save you 10%. And by the way, I will see you on the next episode. The statements made on this show are my own opinions and do not reflect, nor are they under any direction from my employer.